very windy now. I'm going to the beach, and there's still people exercise running around. I mean, it's nice because it's dry. All sorts of tour buses there. I bought myself a iced coffee, and I came down here before, but today it's windy but dry. So we're going to go to the beach, check it out before it starts raining like it's been. People come and swim and exercise. And I will start to do that the same eventually. But right now my main focus is finding an apartment. So I take a shower, get dressed for the day, and go get my coffee. But here you can see lots of activity, and it's 6 in the morning. People are already exercise, take an outdoor shower, rinsing off. It's very cool. I love this. They take buckets of water there to wash off, get rid of all the sand, which is a great idea, I tell you. In Nicaragua, I went one time in the water and it was a pain because you couldn't wash off.
Tại cuộc gặp, Thủ tướng Phạm Minh Chính khẳng định những thành tựu to lớn của đất nước trước đây cũng như ngày nay đều có sự đóng góp đồng tình ủng hộ tích cực của cộng đồng người Việt Nam tại khắp Nam Châu, trong đó có bà con cộng đồng
You can see the amount of people there in the water, exercising, stretching, and they're all Vietnamese. The Americans, foreigners, don't come out here at this time of the day.
Dự án đi vào hoạt động cuối năm 2018, hàng năm cung cấp từ 5 đến 7 triệu tấn xăng dầu cho thị trường nội địa, góp phần tích cực vào việc đảm bảo an ninh năng lượng cho Việt Nam, cung cấp nguồn nguyên liệu cho nhiều ngành sản xuất trong nước. Đối với kiến nghị về việc mở đường bay thẳng giữa Việt Nam và Coes, Thủ tướng nêu rõ đang khuyến khích các hãng bay mở đường bay sang khu vực Trung Đông. Thông tin với bà con cộng đồng về sự phát triển kinh tế xã hội của đất nước trong mọi lĩnh vực, Thủ tướng nêu rõ cộng đồng người Việt Nam ở nước ngoài là bộ phận không thể tách rời của dân tộc Việt Nam.
Chính sách đối với lại cái cộng đồng người Việt Nam ở nước ngoài thì vừa qua người ta làm một loạt chính sách tạo điều kiện, tạo thuận lợi, và họ thực sự là một bộ phận không thiếu được của cộng đồng người Việt Nam.
There's places that
Và qua đó
sell
thì cũng là thể hiện bằng luật pháp để
all
lấy
sorts
cái sự quan tâm của Đảng và nhà nước.
drinks.
Tiếp tục chương trình kỳ họp thứ 10, hôm nay Quốc hội thảo luận ở tổ về dự án luật dự trữ quốc gia sửa đổi, dự thảo nghị quyết về
We're going to leave this area because it's noisy with that speaker.
về đột phá phát triển giáo dục đào tạo và dự thảo nghị quyết về các
women's bathroom.
thực hiện nghị quyết số 72 của Bộ Chính trị về giải pháp đột phá nâng cao chăm sóc sức khỏe bảo vệ nhân dân.
Places to have drinks. In many ways, it's much more civilized and comprehensive than America and Nicaragua, for sure. There's two Australians, Mark and Allan, they were telling me that during COVID, and they were here, you know, they didn't know what was going on. They're not foreigners. They were stuck in their apartment, and the police came to their apartment and said, "Okay, you come." And they're like, "Why? What's going on?" Get in line. And he's like, "What did I do? Did I do something wrong?" He's telling me. And he gets to the front of the line, and they give him 500,000 dong or whatever for money to spend because he couldn't work, he couldn't do anything. And then somebody came to his house, knocked on the door, and he opens, like, the police again, and they hand him a basket of food because, you know, they couldn't go out to go shopping or anything. So the police and whatever is bringing food to all the residents. And then Allan, who is a little bit older and had some health issues, went out in the street and the police stopped him right away. Hey, what are you doing? You can't, blah, blah, blah. And he's like showing them the medicine. Oh, okay. So they gave him a police escort to the hospital. So it's really quite an amazing system. Here is coffee. Everybody's having coffee already. Look at this place, packed at 6 in the morning. They're having coffee, relaxing. They have lemon passion shakes, orange juice Texas, fresh milk, hot milk. All of these are $1.20. Avocado, papaya, coconut, strawberry, mango, watermelon, all sorts of coffees. Cafe Espresso Americano. It's very cool. It has such a different vibe. And as soon as I buy a motorcycle, then, but you know, realizing that it's hard to swing my leg over and it hurts, I think I'm going to be looking at a bike like that. For two reasons. One, it's easy to get in and out. They have a little bit more power. And two, you can put your legs back there and when it rains, you don't get wet. I see a lot of people riding those with, what do you call them? They have these rain ponchos and they put the ponchos over the front of it, over the hood, and they create a little waterproof capsule in their thing, which is pretty nice. So we just saw the showers there. Here, more showers. People they have changing rooms and they have showers and they have bathrooms. And there's only, I don't know, 150, not even 150 yards, 100 yards from the other place. Cart plane is really big in Vietnam. I don't know why, but they take a break early afternoon after the lunch. So they're peeling grapefruits and having coffee, and every place you go, you buy coffee, you know, when you sit down, and they bring you a glass of jasmine tea or lemongrass tea. I'm not sure what kind it is, but it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. There's another place, another bathroom. I'm not sure what this is. These are apartments or what the heck they are. Hey, there's WC bathroom. Maybe this is a Coast Guard or something else. Beach Operations Center. I guess search and rescue and whatever other. You can see everybody doing exercise. And if you want to rent one of those things, I think it's like $1 a day for the whole day. There's the lifeguards. And all the people swimming in the big waves today. It's fantastic, I tell you. I can't get over how nice it is to be at the beach, be able to walk 50 yards, get a nice iced coffee or a hot coffee or whatever, or walk 100 yards and have a really nice dinner. You can pay a lot of money for really nice fish dinners, or you can buy them like I do for $1, $1.50, which is fantastic. This woman is walking like she's on a mission. Doing power walking. I don't want to get my feet all wet, but I have to look at an apartment at 9 or 10, I can't remember which. I'm going to walk a little bit along the beach. They have a tremendous amount of skyscrapers. These ones are not finished. Down there, there's a crane building more. There's construction everywhere, which is nice. I'm hoping I find what I want today so that I can start moving into my apartment. Everybody does all sorts of different exercises as they're going. Everybody seems to mind their own business. It's all very peaceful and relaxed. No issues whatsoever. The funny thing is, the whole time I've been here, I have not seen a single policeman. None. Not doing traffic, not harassing people, not seen at all. I don't know where they're at, but they're not here. My friend Mark, he was telling me, I said, well, how do you do the license, because you can't get a license. I said, I don't have a license. Nobody has a license. They buy motorcycles. As long as they have a license plate, it's fine. If they stop you, you pay them a little fine on the spot, and that's that. The last time he said I had to pay $30. Which is a fair amount of money here. But he's been here 10 years, he said, and he's only been stopped once. So he was telling me a funny story. I thought this was hilarious. One time they were going to take his motorcycle. And that's what they'll do. They'll pick up your bike, put it in the back of a pickup, and say, okay, come to a police station and pay the fine, and then you get the bike back. I was like, I don't want the bike back. He took everything out of the seat. His mopeds have like storage under the seat. Said, I don't want it back. Take it. I don't care. And then, no, you that bike. No, I don't want it. I don't want it, he said. So the police didn't want it either. That was just a way to force him to pay a fine. So they took the bike off the pickup, gave it back to him, and left. Which I thought was hilarious. Look, there's people doing more exercise. Okay, that's a lot of talking, I think. So I think we're going to quit this after 14 minutes. But you can see, and I tell my friends that are on small Social Securities, you can come and live here realistically. I mean, I turned down a couple of apartments that were $230. And eating out every meal, like I do, and spending $300 a month, and I'm not spending that much. I'm spending less than $10 a day. But let's say I was spending $10 a day. That'd be $300 a month for not even having to cook or wash dishes, and $250 for an apartment. And then let's say you want to take a Grab, it's like I've paid anywhere from 40 cents to 60 cents for a ride in town, and they're everywhere. So basically, I count $20 for that, if that. I mean, I mostly walk. For $650, you could live have your own apartment. Utilities might run you, if you don't have to run the air conditioner, maybe $10 a month. I know all the apartments I've seen, the water is 100 dong, which is basically a little less than $4. Electricity depends how much you use. But so far it's been really nice and cool. I put the air conditioner on, sometimes it's muggy, but I mean, you could do with the fan. I mean, sometimes I just have the fan on. And that's really nice. Medicine, I went and got my high blood pressure medicine. And a month's supply was, I want to say, what was it, 90? Yeah, it's about $8 for the month. And you just walk up to the local pharmacy and say, I want this. Oh, okay, here you go. And that's it. So it's really simple living and really satisfying. I mean, you see what it's like. You can walk around, you can do stuff, you can see things, you can go places, and it's all ultra cheap. Here's another huge construction site. They're building buildings. Lots of high rises. The best apartment I liked, there was a high rise going up right next to it. And if you look at these buildings, they are one right next to the other. I mean, literally not even 6 inches space between them. So there was going to be noise and it was going to block the view. So I skipped on that one. But for the most part, I mean, here it's kind of dirty, but that's because there's stalls there during the day, I think. But for the most part, the city is very clean. There's no garbage anywhere. Everybody's really nice. Get my coffee here. I don't know what this is. Oh, karaoke. That's one of the things they warn you about. When you rent a place, make sure you're not next to a karaoke bar, because they'll be noisy all the time. Like, okay. But other than that, compared to Nicaragua, I can't say enough good things about Vietnam. It's like way more like what I want. Everything is cheaper. I mean, I got lucky with the house that I rented, but it was costing me $150 a month to air condition one room. Here, if I wanted to make a year commitment, I could rent a house for $500 a month, but the electric bill would be a lot lower, and it would be the whole house rather than just one room. And you see, a lot of houses, because the lots are narrow, they're 2 or 3 stories. So for example, that unit right there, straight up might be one house. I mean, this, I think it's a hotel. Yeah, it's a boutique hotel, but all the houses basically look the same. 3 stories or 4 stories. So you have a living room downstairs and a kitchen. Second place, you might have 2 bedrooms or 3. On the top floor, you might have the master suite with a terrace or something. And you can get those for $450 to $700, really nice ones in quiet streets. Those are easier to find cheaper, but those are a year contract. They're not 3 months or anything. So if you're looking for short term, those are not the places. Most of the guys that I know, they have rented those. They've been here for a couple of years. They've tried different areas. They have Vietnamese girlfriends. They've assimilated into the culture. And, you know, that's what they do. They rent a house a little on the outskirts of the tourist area, which is where I'm at, basically. I'm on the edge of the tourist area. Yesterday where I went, there was a lot more tourists there. I ran into a woman that looked vaguely familiar, and it turned out she was a YouTuber that I've been following, and that's how I knew it. I thought she was Russian, but she was Polish. I know, she drove up in a little moped, doesn't have a license either, and everybody has a moped. So I'm thinking of one like this, something that I can put my feet in without swinging my leg over, because that kind of hurts my feet after, or my hips after a while. Everybody's having coffee here. 7 coffee. See what I mean about the top floor? They'll have a patio or a terrace with the main room up there. It's very nice. I mean, I would love to rent a place like that. And of course, there's 500 massage places. This is the tourist area, so they're a little bit more expensive. Mark, another YouTuber that I've chatted with on occasion, he found a place that is $7 for an hour massage. So I'm gonna go check that one out eventually. After I find a room, then I can do all the other things. Is a lady walking, exercising? So we came down that sidewalk. Now we're going back up this sidewalk. Things are waking up. I went for a little walk today, watch the waves. I'm gonna go. When I looked, my coffee shop at the corner was closed, so I went to the French bakery coffee shop. And they only sell cold coffee, but nonetheless. I've eaten here twice now. Will Travels, he calls this place George Stanza because of the face of the little guy there. But they have good food. And here they are making the bowls. Here comes the soup, juice. It looks pretty tasty. And those little French breads are fantastic, I tell you. That's where they make the banh mi from. They put them in the oven, they come out crunchy, hot, but not burnt. Oh, they are great. So here's shampoo, eyelash, nail, and spa. Here's massage. There's apartment. Coffee shop, more massage. Right there. They give you green tea, coconut pancake, fruit, Vietnamese pancake. They have foot scrubs, facial, foot, body massage, Thai massage. I had a Thai massage in Thailand. And that one's a little bit more intense than a Swedish massage, by far. It's a little bit more painful. It's like they get deeply, and I used to do massage, professionally. And you can go deeply without hurting by, taking your time. But they're more about just imposing the deepness onto you. So it hurt like a mother. But it was good. But I'm not sure that I would have a Thai massage again, that's for sure. This is a pharmacy I've been to before. Not sure what they sell there, soups and whatnot. Another hotel. There's the bakery where I got my coffee. Hotel, 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 hotel. There's hotels freaking everywhere here. All right. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, here they have 80 cents for a kilo of clothes.